So yes, all students, a very good morning to one and all present here, and welcome to Enlightened Educator. So today we are having a discussion on the same mesh analysis problems. Okay, why I'm taking mesh analysis problem more and more is because we need to know few of the tips and tricks. So that is why I'm taking mesh analysis problems more and more. Right? Today, what is that I am going to do today is that I'm going to take two of the problems today. Fine, two of the problems, that is one is this particular one, okay, that is 1b, which is related to super mesh analysis, and I'll take 2b, right? We'll do two of the problems so that you'll get to know what is a super mesh analysis and what is the difference between this particular problem and this particular problem, because there is some difference. So I'll just tell you what is that. Okay, just a minute. So now the question number 1b is as follows. That is what? That is use mesh analysis to determine the three mesh currents, that is I1, I2 and I3 in the circle shown in the figure. That is question number 1b. So if I maximize the question number 1b, I hope you can see the diagram. So here you can see that it is 10 volt is given for us. Fine. Yeah, 10 volt is given for us, and here 5 ampere is given for us, right? 5 ampere is lying between where? 5 ampere is lying between, what I can say, the I1 and I3. This is mesh I1, this is mesh I3. The 5 ampere is lying between the mesh I1 and mesh I3. So I can say that it is trying to be a super mesh, right? If any current is present between the two meshes, I can say that as my super mesh, right? So what I have to do? So what I have to do is that I have to eliminate that particular current and take the two meshes as the single mesh. That is, I told you that a 5 ampere current, this 5 ampere current is present in between the meshes 1 and 3. So therefore it is tend to be a super mesh. So what is that going to happen is that I have to take up the one mesh 1 and the mesh 3 whole together as a super mesh. What I have to do? I have to take the mesh number 1 and 3 whole together as a super mesh. Okay, yeah. Okay. So next, one more thing, as you can see over here, that there is 1 ohm present in series with the 5 ampere. What is that? 1 ohm is present in series with the 5 ampere. So what's that going to happen? I already told you that if there is any voltage in parallel with the resistance and current in series with the resistance, they are neglected. What? If there is any voltage in parallel with the resistance and if there is any current which is series in the resistance, the resistances are neglected. Fine. So now we'll neglect 1 ohm here. Okay. We'll neglect this 1 ohm here. We don't need this 1 ohm. Now, what I'll do is I'll just start with the procedure. So before starting with the procedure, what I'll do is that I'll just rewrite the diagram. Right? How to rewrite the diagram is that I will, what I can say, just write the super mesh first. Fine. Super mesh first, I'll write it. I'll take another color. Please wait for a minute. Now here it is, so you have 10 volt. We are just writing the super mesh. I hope you are getting my point, right? And I told you 1 ampere is neglected because it's in series with the current, right? Yes. So we are doing the super mesh analysis because you need to know how it will work, right? So ನಾನು ಬರೀ mesh ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, super mesh ಮಾಡೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, so that your concept will get find up ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. And I'll just connect to you as soon as possible, right? ಯಾವಾಗ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ, because I am not quite free now. So that is why the classes are getting delayed. Your video updates are always on, but your classes are getting delayed. Video updates take only 3 to 4 minutes of time, so I have that much of time to do, but not 1 or 2 hours to have patience and do this, because I also have some other work. So whenever I am free, I'll be connecting it to you all. So please to make sure that you just wait patiently so that you get all the videos up to time. Okay, yeah. So many people will think she just started it, but she's not continuing it. No, I also have some other works. I'll be busy with that, so that I couldn't do all this. So yeah, so I'll be connecting it to you at the free times, right? Yaವಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗ free ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, I'll just connect it to you. I'll just make sure that I'll just finish the videos and help you out at to the most, right? And if you want the videos, you can also watch my network analysis playlist, that is mission network analysis playlist, if you want in detail. And if you want to learn it in a simpler manner, come to this crash course. You learn everything in a simpler manner. Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. So here is 10 volt, right? 10 volt. Okay, now. So, wait a minute. I'm sorry for the distraction. So here is 10 volt, students, and here is 1 ohm, and here is 3 ohm, and here is 2 ohm, right? So now you have to write the mesh currents. Don't forget to write the mesh currents, because according to the mesh currents only we are going to write the equation, no? Right? The resistance into that mesh current we are going to write it, right? So that is why write the mesh currents without fail. So how to answer for this particular question is that first you have to write the equation for the super mesh current, right? I'll just tell you about that. So first you have to write the what I can say, the equation for the super mesh current. So what is the equation for super mesh current? Your super mesh current is 5 ampere, right? So as the super mesh current is 5 ampere, your equation is nothing but I1 minus I3 is equal to 5 ampere, because this I1, first the 5 ampere is present in I1, then I3. So therefore I1 minus I3 is equal to 5 ampere. Why 5 ampere? Because as I have told you, the current direction, see here, the current direction is like this, students, and this is negative to positive, which I call it as okay. So here it is 5 ampere. Okay, so here what they have done is they have taken as negative to positive as positive only. So let's take like that only. However, they have taken, fine. According to us, it is negative to positive is always negative, and positive to negative is positive, right? Okay, yeah. And now in the next thing, what is that going to happen? We have drawn the super mesh diagram. Fine. Just a minute. We have drawn the super mesh diagram. Now, so see, just a minute. Yeah, we have drawn the super mesh diagram. So now for this we need to construct an equation. So to construct an equation, how? So you have to construct, say, so the very first thing is nothing but, yeah, for the super mesh, this one, what is that? For the super mesh, what I can say, the diagram, let's construct the equation. So it is nothing but, your negative to positive is what? A negative to positive is what I can say, the negative, that is minus 10 volt, right? And it is minus plus 1 into I1 minus I2 I1 minus I2 plus 3 3 into I3 minus I2 and plus 2 into how much? And plus 2 into, I'll just write it, please wait. And plus 2 into I3, which is equal to 0, right? So now let me move on further. Okay, I hope you got it, right? So this is negative to positive, which is negative for us, and here it is positive, resistance is always, and first it is present in I1, then I2, so it is 1 into I1 minus I2, and here it is 3 ohm, which is present in first I3. We are encountering I3 after I1, so it is first I3, then I2, so it is 3 into I3 minus I2, and this is plus 2 into I3, right? I hope you got it. Yes. And the next thing, so it is minus 10 plus I1 minus I2, it is 1, right? So yeah, and here it is plus 3 into I3 minus I2, okay now, plus 2I3, which is equal to 0 students, right? So now, so what is now I1? I1 is single, no other I1 is present, and minus I2. Here also it is 3I2 students. I'm sorry for the distraction. Please wait. Yeah, there's minus 3I2. Minus I2 minus 3I2. So it is minus I2 minus 3I2. It is minus 4I2. This and this will give you minus 4I2. Fine. So it is minus 10 plus I1, this minus I2 and this minus 3I2 will give you me minus 4I2. You're getting it right? If you are still in a confusion, so this is minus I2. So please wait, I'm sorry for the distraction. Minus I2 minus 3I2, which will give me 4I2. Fine. And here it is once again. So this is positive 3I3 plus 2I3, which I get it as plus 5I3, which is equal to how much? It is equal to 0. So 3 plus 2 is 5, right? Now I can write it as I1 minus 4I2 plus 5I3, which is equal to 10. This is what is my equation number 2, right? How to? My equation number 1 is nothing but what? My equation number 1 is nothing but I3 minus I1 minus I3 is equal to 5 ampere. Fine? You got it? Okay. So now let me come to the next one. So next one barbekandre. So here you can see that you have to directly take with I2. So let me write the I2 equation. So see the diagram. Here is the diagram for I2. So now we have to apply. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ I1 minus I3 is equal to what? I1 minus I3 is equal to, this is for other problems students, I'm very sorry for the distraction, the last problem for the diagram I2, okay, plus I1 minus what I can say I3 is equal to how much? 5 ampere anta ಬರೀತೀರಾ. That is first you are supposed to write. Then second thing, you're supposed to write the super mesh diagram, and then you're supposed to write apply KVL to the super mesh, right? I told you need to mark the meshes. I'm not marking it here. It is you who have to mark it, right? You have to mark the meshes so that when the evaluator sees the name of the meshes, when the evaluator sees the name of the meshes, so he'll get to know easily what mesh you are using it anta. Okay, that is what is one important thing, right? I hope you got my point. Okay, yeah, this you who need to mark, you can mark according to your convenience, and you need to make sure that you're going to write the markings, right? Apply KVL to this particular super mesh, that is ABCDA or BCDEF, like that. You have to name it. After you name it, what is that going to happen is when the evaluator sees that naming, so he'll just check with the diagram and that gets matched, right? Our naming anna nodtare, diagram anna nodtare, match agutte. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯಾವುದು ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ please do have the namings for mesh also as well as super mesh also. Write the super mesh diagram and then write apply KVL to the super mesh and then apply the KVL. Now come to mesh 2 and write apply KVL to mesh 2. Apply KVL to mesh 2. When you apply KVL to mesh 2, what is that going to happen? So let me move this one. So we need that, right? Here is the diagram. Here is the here is the diagram for our mesh 2. This one. Which one? This one. Okay, that was for the next problem which we are going to do now later. Okay, yeah. So here it is. So 1 into I2 minus I1 and yeah, and it is plus 2 into I2, so it doesn't have any other, it is only present in I2. Okay, yeah, and it is once again plus 3 into I2 minus I3, which is equal to 0 na. Okay, isn't it? Right. Please wait, I'll just bring this down. So let me erase this and write it again. That's plus 3 into, no, please wait a minute students, I'm very sorry for the distraction. I'll just rewrite it again. So it is 1 into I2 minus I1. Everything is proper, but I needed more space. That is why I'm writing it from here. And yeah, there's plus 2I2 and plus 3 into I2 minus I3. Now it's proper. This is equal to 0. So now if you try to solve this, I told you multiply this with this and this with this, like that you're supposed to do it. If you do that, the last equation I'll write it. So because we have to take up another problem, right? Yeah. So here it is I2 minus I1. So it is I2 minus I1 here students, right? And here it is what I can say the 2I2. So I have here one I2, here one 2I2 and here one 3I2. What is 2 plus 3? 5I2. 6I2 you are going to get, right? 6I2. So how 6I2? So this is 1 into I2 which is I2. This 1 into I2. This I2 into 1 which is I2. And here there is one 2I2. This one my hand is showcasing. See here. Hand here there is one 2I2. And here this is 3I2. So this 3 into I2 will yield me 3I2. So 2I2, 3I2, I2, 6I2. Fine. Now I1. So my I1 is single because it doesn't have anything. So now let me see with respect to I3. So now it is 3 into I3. So it is minus 3I3. Now it is 6I2 minus I1. How much? Minus I1 minus 3I3, which is equal to 0. Right? Or I can write it as what? Minus I1 plus 6I2. I hope you got it. I have to write it in a order. Right? Okay. So this is what is my question number 3. Right? So now what is that you're supposed to do is that. So now what is that you're supposed to do is that you need to find I1, I2 and I3. Right? If you find I1, I2 and I3, that is what you are going to get it as what I can say. In the calculator, if you substitute, you have to substitute with respect to equation number 1, 2 and 3. Equation number 1 is what? I1 minus I3 is equal to 5 ampere. Equation number 2 is nothing but I1 minus 4 I2 plus 5 I3 is equal to 10. This one, this is equation number 2, right? And equation number 3 is nothing but minus I1 plus 6I2 minus 3I3, which is equal to 0. Hope you got my point. If you substitute all the three, I'm sorry, please wait. Yeah, I'll push it up. If you substitute all these three in the calculator, what's that you're going to get? What's that you're going to get? So you're going to get it as this is equal to your I1 is equal to, substitute in the calculator, students, you know how to do it, right? You get it as 7.5 ampere. I'll just tell you the answer. And I2 is equal to what I can say the, how much? I2 is equal to 2.5 ampere. And I3 is equal to, how much I3 is equal to? I3 is equal to, once again, 2.5 ampere. So this is what is for the very first question, students. Very first question, we did it like this. Okay. So we'll check out with the scheme of valuation and we'll just tell you how this is equal to that. Okay. Yeah. And here is the scheme of valuation. And here, okay. So here you can see that, not this one, students. Yeah. Okay. So here I'll take this one only. See here, I1 minus I3 is equal to 5 ampere, and here it is I1 minus 4I2 plus 5I3 is equal to 10. Now, see here, is this correct what we have got? See here, we can see this, it is what? It is what I can say the, just a minute, I'm sorry students, there is some this thing over here, please wait. So please wait. I don't know which is this 10 volt. Where did it come here? I guess somewhere in the copy of bandida. So wait, I'll just erase that. Okay. Yeah, this is one. Huh. And yellow 10 volt and the yellow haki times the will bandbutide. Wait, I'll just see from where did it come. Oh, from here. Okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 volt ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದೆ. So ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಇದು. So it happens to take place like that. That's why I just checked it. Okay. Yeah. So see here, I1 minus 4I2 plus 5I3 is equal to 10. So did we got the same? See here. See here. Okay. So this means that whatever the polarities we are using, say negative to positive is always negative and positive to negative is positive, is 101% correct. Fine. You got it? Yes. So this is the proof for that. And the second equation we got is minus I1 plus 6I2 minus 3I3 is equal to 0, which we can see it over here. Right? Okay. So then your answers are correct. Okay. So now let me come to the problem number 2. Fine. This is problem number 1. Let me come to problem number 2. So we'll see the problem number 2. So the problem number 2 is nothing but for the circuit shown in the figure, question number 2b, that is this one, determine the Ix and all the other loop current. So how to determine your Ix and all the other loop current? So what is that is supposed to do is that here they have given what I can say the mesh currents, that is I1, I2 and I3. So many people will get confused. ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅನ್ನೋರು ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವರು I1, I2, I3 ಅಂತ 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ Ix ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, 8Ix ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, which is present what, just a minute, which is present between the two mesh. This is my 8Ix dependent source which is present between two mesh ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಮತ್ತೇನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ I3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ I1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ I2 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಜ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ I1 ಅಂಡ್ I3 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಅವ್ರು ಏನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ ನ ಗುರ್ತು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈ 3 ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾವು ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಇಟ್, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಇದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇವಾಗ 3ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ 3 ವಾಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ, ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ 3 what current you multiply to multiply with I3 and I2, right? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಗುರ್ತು ಹಾಕಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಓಕೆನಾ? ಬಟ್ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಗುರ್ತು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು, ಮೆಶ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಬಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ma'am this is 8Ix which is present between I1 and I3, so is this a super mesh analysis problem? No, it is not a super mesh analysis problem. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ರೀಸನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ a voltage dependent current source. ಏನದು voltage dependent current source, VCCS, sorry VDCS, I'm sorry not VCCS, it is VDCS, that is voltage dependent current source, voltage dependent current source. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶಿಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, 8Ix ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, I is present ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಈ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ನ ಗಮನಿಸಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸತಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು Ix ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ, ಓ Ix ಇದೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಕರೆಂಟು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದು, you need to know about VDVS, that is voltage dependent voltage source. You need to know about VDCS, voltage dependent current source. you need to know about the current dependent voltage source. CDVS ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ VX ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ if this 8ix was to be like this, ಇವಾಗ ಈ 8ix ಹಿಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ 8ix ಬಂದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ದರೆ 8ix ಬದಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8Vx ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 8Vx ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ this will become a super mesh current. ಯಾಕೆ super mesh current ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Because I have told you current, if the current is in between the two meshes, then it is said to be super mesh. This is a dependent current source, that is current dependent voltage source. So this also comes into existence for the super mesh. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ Vx ಇದೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ನೀವು ಏನ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗಮನ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ ಸಾಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 4, that is VDVS voltage dependent voltage source, VDCS that is voltage dependent current source, CDVS that is current dependent voltage source, and CDCS that is current dependent current source. ಈ ನಾಲ್ಕು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 8Vx ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ, 8Ix ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ, ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ. 8Vx ಆರು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, 8Ix ಆರು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ಬೇಡ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಇದು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಯು ರೈಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಯು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್, ಇದು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಇದೆರಡನ್ನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದೆರಡನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಇಂಟು ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೊಸಬ್ರಿದ್ದೀರಾ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗದೆ ಇರೋರು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡದೆ ಇರೋರು, ಏನೋ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8Ix ಆರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಲಿ, 8Vx ಆರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಲಿ, 5Ix 5Vx, any Vx and Ix are given, don't look at that. You have to only look at with the sources. ಅದು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ ಅಂತ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಗ your CDVS that is current dependent voltage source and CDCS current dependent current source ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಟು ದ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮೆಶ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೆಶ್ 1 is separate, mesh 2 is separate and mesh 3 is separate. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕೀಗ, ಮೆಶ್ 1, ಮೆಶ್ 2 ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಶ್ 3 ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಮೆಶ್ 1, ಮೆಶ್ 2, ಮೆಶ್ 3 ಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ? ಯಾ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ತಲೆನಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದೀರಾ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಒಂದ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ, ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. So what is that going to happen? You will understand what is that particular problem. Those type of problem also they will give for exam. Aita? So the mode of the problem will be difficult. Ashte you know all the concept, but what you feel when you see the problem, how to start with it, how to apply another, you will be having a confusion. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I hope that other problem what I told you yesterday I have done that. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಖಂಡಿತ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ದಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು an experiment yesterday. Please do make sure that you do that experiment. If you do that experiment, so that you will understand how the things goes, right? Okay. Aita? Yeah. And now let me do this. And I also told you we are taking up 17 easy papers for model number 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? I told you for model number 1, 2, 3 and 4 we are taking up 17 easy papers as well as 18 easy papers also, because they have the same syllabus. But for model number 5 it is a club of two-port network and resonance. So if you refer only network theory paper, it is sufficient. So you get to know how the questions are divided between two-port and resonance, right? Okay. And I told you I am not even updating the playlist of mesh network analysis. So crash course alla ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay na? Yeah. So let's start with this problem. Okay. I hope you got all these things. Fine. Yeah. Let me move on here. Okay. Yeah. Let me move on here. And students, if you just want a screenshot, So please do stop at any point of time and have a screenshot of these problems. Okay, yeah. So now let's start with I1. So apply. This is problem number 2, right? I'll just have a line here so that you will not get confused. Second problem. Apply KVL to mesh 1. How much it is? Mesh. I'm sorry. You can write mesh or loop, right? But nimge mesh analysis irodrinda you have to write it as mesh itself, right? Mesh 1. So mesh 1 antanu ಹಾಕಬಹುದು. You have to name it, right? Naming is very important. So ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು name ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಅಷ್ಟಾಗಿ name ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. And the scheme of violation, but I suggest you to name it so that it is very much helpful, right? Okay, and don't forget to write the diagram, students. Okay, now so don't forget to write that whole diagram also, right? I suggest you to write the whole diagram, right? So whole diagram na ಬರೆಯೋದನ್ನ ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. So ಅದು ಬರೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾ help ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Evaluator can see the diagram in your booklet and they can compare your diagram and start checking with your answer and they'll give you the marks. Aita final diagram na bariyadna maribedi. So that is also very important. That means whatever the diagram given in the question, this one is the one. This one don't forget to write it. Okay now, yeah. Okay, so now here you can see that it is negative to positive. I told you it is negative itself, right? Yeah, negative 4, that is what I can say, plus 1 into I1 plus 1 into I1, this one, fine, and here it is 2. So 2 is present in I1 and I2. So first it is I1, then I2. Okay, yeah. And here it is 5 into I2 minus I3. No, not 5, I'm sorry. This is 8ix. I'm sorry, it is separate, right? So it is plus what I can say, the 8ix, right? Plus 8ix, which is equal to how much? 0. Right? Okay. So now here I can see that it is what I can say, the which one? Let us now have to simplify this equation. And if I try to simplify this equation now, so I get it as I1. So see, I'll just tell you here itself. Here itself it is I1 and 2I1. So what is I1 plus 2I1? This is I1 positive. This is 2 into I1. So I1 plus 2I1 is 3I1. Right? Okay, so I'll just push it forward. It is 3I1. So minus 4 plus 3I1. I hope you got it, right? Yes. You have to understand things in a clean manner. So I'm telling it to you in a simpler way, right? I don't want to go into that complex words, right? Complex words doesn't make any sense here, right? I'm just directly telling it to you. So plus 2I2. And many people tell you to write in the standardized words. Standardized words ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ ಬರೀರಿ and V2 page ಎಲ್ಲ fill ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So that is not a good sign of filling the whole paper, right? You need not to write any stories, ಕತೆ ಪುರಾಣ ಏನು ಬೇಡ ನಿಮಗೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೇನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಟು ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ನೀವು ಮೊದಲಿಂದನೂ ಎಚ್ಚರ ವಹಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So you have to find out a perfect answer for a question, and if you write that answer so that your V2 will give you full on full marks. That is what is one big important thing that you have to do. Many people fail that. Many people fail that in finding the answer. So ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹುಡುಕೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, and you just make a mistake in representing the answer, not writing also and representing also, right? You have some order to represent, right? For example, for the last problem I told you that you have to write first the equation, that is I1 minus I3 is equal to 5 ampere. Then you have to write the super mesh diagram, then write the super mesh apply KVL to the super mesh, and then write the super mesh equation. Then come to write the apply KVL to mesh 2 and then solve the 3 equations ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. So that order has to be followed. If you write it however you want in a episode way, then it becomes a problem, right? Please do try to impress a evaluator. So impressing a evaluator is the first main thing wherein you can gain marks easily and you don't have to be much worried or stressed, right? That is what is my point of view, and please do make sure that you watch it out without fail, right? I hope you got my point. Yeah. Now, okay, so here it is plus 8ix which is equal to 0 now. Now, so what is that going to happen? I have to shift this 8x to the other side and this 4 to the other side here, to the equal side. Fine, that is to the right hand side, right? If I do that, so I'll push it forward. Yeah. So it is 3i1, so plus 2i2 and which is equal to how much? Minus 8ix plus 4. Fine. Equation number how much? This is equation number, what I can say, the 2. Why equation number 2? We haven't written one more equation, that is the current equation. What is that current equation? So that current equation is nothing but, the question is asked for us, say, find the current for the circuit shown in the figure. This one, for the circuit shown in the figure, question number 2, we determine Ix and the other loop current. So, we need to write the first Ix equation. What is Ix? So, Ix is nothing but is equal to, so that is 5. So here it is Ix. So Ix is present between, what I can say, the I3 and I2. I3 and I2, Ix is present between. So therefore you need to write Ix is equal to I3 minus I2. I hope you got my point. Yeah. Okay. Ix is equal to I3 minus I2. Is it not? Okay. So now, so this is what is my equation number 1, guys. So first you need to write this only, right? ಯಾವತ್ತು ನೀವು equation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರದೊಂದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ, if they ask you to find out the current Ix, or if they ask you for the super mesh analysis problem, so what is that you're supposed to do is first write the equation for the super mesh current, and also in this problem first write the equation for the current Ix what they've asked to find. ಅವರು ಕರೆಂಟ್ Ix ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೆಶ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ write the equation for the current Ix. Then if you come to the super mesh, you need to first write the equation for the super mesh current, then start solving with respect to the whole super mesh, right? Super mesh current andre ಯಾವ current that is present between two mesh. The current that is present between two meshes is said to be a super mesh, and that current which is present between the two meshes is all called as a super mesh current, and that super mesh current equation has to be written first and then all others. Fine. That is equation number 1 for you all. I hope you got my point. You have to follow for this for all, right? Okay. Now the next equation is nothing but now the next equation is nothing but we have to write the equation for mesh 2 and mesh 3, right? So I'll just move on. Yeah. If I write the equation for mesh 2, supply KVL to mesh 2. So yeah. So you have 2 into I2 minus I1, and what I can say it is that is plus 3 into I2. So we have the plus 2 volt, that is plus 2 volt. This is positive to negative. This one, students, this is positive to negative, and this is 5 into what I can say that is what I can say plus 5 into I2 minus I3. Don't take that Ix because Ix equation is already written. Right? Yeah. Huh. Plus 5 into I2 minus I3 which is equal to 0. And now it is 2I2 here and it is 3I2 here and this is 5I2 here. So 3 plus 5 is 8 and 8 plus 2 is 10. So we have 10I2, positive 10I2. I'll just teach it to you in a simpler manner. You know this all right. And here it is what? Here it is what I can say the 5I3. So this will be 5I3. No, 5 multiplied to minus I3 will be minus 5I3. And here you have what I can say 2 multiplied to minus I1 which is, I'm sorry for the distraction. Okay. It will be minus 2I1, right? It is 10I2. So this will be minus 2I1. Please wait. I'm sorry. Yeah. Minus 2I1. This is minus 5I3. 5 multiplied to minus I3 will be minus 5I3 which is equal to minus 2. So this 2 will come to the right hand side, right? Or else I can rewrite this equation as that is minus 2I1 plus 10I2 minus 5I3. You need to write it in the order, right? So it is minus 2I1 and plus what I can say 10I2 minus 5I3 which is equal to minus 2. This is what is my equation number 3. Right? Okay. And so for an equation for the mesh 3, it is nothing but it is what I can say. Need to start from here. It is what I can say negative 8ix. Negative 8ix and this is 5 into I3 minus I2. This is 4 into I3. Right? Okay. So let's start with that. I hope you got it. This is negative 8ix because it's negative to positive which is negative 8ix. This is positive 5 into I3 minus I2. First I3 then I2 and then this is plus 4 into I3. Shall we do that? Yes. Apply KVL to mesh 3. Okay, now apply KVL to mesh 3. So here it is nothing but minus 8ix and what I can say is plus 5 into I3 minus I2. Okay, and sure it is what I can say plus 4 into I3 which is equal to 0 now. Now if I come to the equation, so here it is nothing but, so here it is once again, I'm sorry for the distraction, this is 5I3, 5 into I3 is 5I3 plus 4I3. You get it as 9I3. I'll just write directly the equation. It is minus 5I2. I have to write it in an order, remember, right? This 5 into minus I2. This 5 into this minus I2 will yield me minus 5I2. That is the first one. Okay, and this 5 into I3 will yield me 5I3 and this 4I3 will be plus 9I3. So plus 9I3 plus 9I3. So which is equal to how much plus 8ix. It's not minus because you hear it as minus 8ix which comes to the right hand side to make it plus 8ix. Plus 8ix, right? So now So now what is that going to happen is that, so what? So now what is that going to happen is that, as you can see here that, so here there is what I can say, there are two equations over here. As you can see, that is one is 3i1 plus 2i2 is equal to minus 8ix plus 4, and here it is what I can say, the minus 5i2 plus 9i3, which is equal to 8ix. So what is the matter is, if you have ix, can you just try to put it in the calculator? Can you put ix in the calculator? No. What we know that ix is equal to i3 minus i2. If I substitute here, so see this one I'll keep it as it is. Here I'll substitute. For the second equation, it is minus 8 into i3 minus i2. Okay, now plus 4. What? Plus 4. Right? Okay. So if you take it, so you get it as minus 8 i3 plus 8 i2. This plus 4 will be as it is, students. Plus 4 doesn't have any changes, right? Now, so you can see here, if you compare, here it is I2 and here also it is I2, right? So now what is that going to happen is that, what is that going to happen now? So what is that going to happen is that, so you are going to get it as, so just a minute, I'll just tell you with respect to this. So please wait for 2 minutes, okay? Yes. And here it is nothing but, so just a minute, I'll just check this out. 2 minutes, I'm sorry. Further distraction over here. Yeah, here it is negative 2i2. I just missed that. Please wait. This is negative. This 2 into i2 is negative, right? Yeah. That is why I just checked. If there is any mistake going on, I'll just recorrect it there itself. So it is minus. So here this 2 into minus i2. This 2 into minus i2 will be what? Will be, that is minus 2i2. Right? I hope you got it. Right. So now everything is proper now. So everything is proper now for us. So what is that going to happen is that, so now this positive 8i2 you need to shift it to where? You need to shift it to the left hand side. So left hand side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು 3i1 minus 2i2 ಇತ್ತು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ 8 minus 8i3 plus 8i2 ಈ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ನಾವು ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ, ಸಾರಿ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೇನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ your 3i1. So this minus 2i2 minus 8i2. Why? When you shift this positive 8i2, ಈ positive 8i2 ನ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it becomes negative 8i2. So this is minus 2i2 and this negative 8i2 will give me minus 10i2. I hope you got my point in a clear manner. Right? ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, so this is minus 2i2 and this is positive 8i2. This positive 8i2, this is minus 2i2, this is 8i2. So this positive 8i2 we shift it to the left hand side, we get it minus 8i2, and here it is minus 2i2. Minus 2i2 minus 8i2 is minus 10i2, right? So just a minute, I'll just push this back. Please wait, I'm sorry. Okay. And it is, here it is positive 8i3, because this negative 8i3 when goes to the left hand side it will become equal to positive 8i3. This is 10i2. Okay, wow. Is it done? Okay. Okay. So now here also we have to do the same procedure. I'm sorry, please wait. Yes. What is that same procedure we are doing? That we are substituting here. There's 8 into i2 minus i3. Right? i3 minus i2. So i3 minus i2 substitute ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 8i3 minus 8i2, right? So 8i3 minus 8i2 ಅದಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So here the left hand side is nothing but 5 minus 5i2 plus 9i3, right? I'm sorry. So yeah. So now this 8i3 will come to this side and this minus 8i2 will come to this side. So now I can get it as, so this is equation number that is 2 I'll consider. So that's also equation number 2. This is modified equation number 2. Fine. And now this is modified equation number, this is how much, that is equation number 2, right? Equation number 2, 4. That is first one. That is second mesh ideyalla. So this is equation number 3 and 4. Okay. So now here it is 5 and 8. So this is minus 5i2 plus 8i2. What is 8 minus 5? 3i2. Right? 3i2. I'll let it as 2m. This is modified. And here it is 9 minus 8. What is 9 minus 8 is 1. So minus i3, which is equal to 0, students. Is it not? Right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll just write it. So this is, yeah, plus i3. This is, okay, 0. Why plus i3? This is positive 9i3 and this is 8i3. If you shift 8i3 to the left hand side, you get minus 8i3. But in 9 is more, right? So it is plus 8. Right? So this is equation number 4, which is m, that is modified. Right? Now which you are supposed to substitute? I'll just use this. We have to substitute in the calculator, that is this one, second one modified, third equation I just highlighted beta. So this color. So this equation, what I am putting it in a box. Please do look at me. I am putting the things in a, look at this. Please do look at this. I am putting it in a box. Right? This one. This one. This one. Huh. And this one. And this 4m, that is modified equation. This one, right? These three equations which I have put it in red boxes, right? That is 2m equation. The third equation, I'll just showcase to you this equation which I put it in the box and red box, and this equation which I put it in the red box, and this equation which I marked with red box. So these three equations has to be what I can say solved the calculator. So if you solve, yeah, if you solve these three equations in your calculator, so then what is that result you're going to get? The result you're going to get is nothing but is equal to, so we have I1 is equal to, I just write the direct equation, I1 is equal to 4.37, I2 is equal to 0.28, and I3 is equal to, yes, so this is minus 0.86, and this is Ix. So what is Ix? Ix is equal to I3 minus I2, which I have already told you before. So what is I3? So I3 is nothing but is equal to minus 0.86 and I2 is nothing but 0.28. So what is minus 0.86 plus 0.28? You can see here we have already written that, right? Ix is equal to I3 minus I2 here. In the pink box ಅಲ್ಲಿ highlight ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, I3 minus I2. X is equal to I3 minus I2. My hand is also showcasing that. Fine. this hand thing, right? Yeah. Ix is equal to I3 minus I2, wherein it is I3 is nothing but minus 0.86 and I2 is 0.28, wherein your Ix is equal to I3 minus I2, that is minus 0.86 plus 0.28, which is equal to how much? This is equal to minus 1.14 students, right? You got the equation, all the current results, right? You got all the currents as well as Ix, right? So this is what is all for today's session. So ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದೇ ತರ ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ವರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಸೊ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಳ್ತಾ I just wind up the session guys and let's meet up in the next session. Whenever I'm free I'll just come live with the nodal analysis topics ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ, ಓಕೆನಾ? And DST music very long, I'll be doing it very soon. So ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ it is what is that going to happen is that I am in short of time for doing all this. So doing my works is only taking a lot of time. So that is why I'll just make sure that I'll just come up with the DST using very long normal videos plus this live videos and the health up. I will just wind up this session. All students, please do watch it. Please do watch network analysis crash courses, and we please to make the utmost use of this and the health up. Thank you all students.